What's up, y'all? It's your girl Cass, and I just have a little rant. This is. I don't normally do stuff like this. I don't normally complain on social media. I really don't. But I just want to know if some of you guys have the same. Let me fix this camera a little bit. Okay, if you guys have the same concerns as, well, when it comes down to your children. So, like when you take your kid to like an indoor playground facility and they literally have things like separated, like, okay, these are like for the big kids and these are for like the smaller kids, and yet you have these humongous kids in the small toddler section. So I don't have a problem with your big, huge, gigantic 7-year-old in there with my 1-year-old. I really don't. I don't have a problem with that. If your child is playing accordingly, if your child is playing respectfully and he's mindful or she's mindful of a little one in there, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind. But when you have, it's literally just me, y'all. I'm probably in there with the youngest kid right now, and I'm not kidding, there's literally like 25, maybe 25 to 30 other kids in the facility that are just going berserk, running around everywhere, and yet they still want to play in the little kids section. Like, and then the parents are like, you looking around for the parents, like, y'all don't see y'all kids jumping all around my baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here literally like, hey, excuse me, watch him, he's a baby. Hey, excuse me. This one kid, I'm like, hey, why would you go down the slide? Like, this whole place is built for you. We in this one little corner, and yet you want to be all over here in the baby section. So, I don't understand. Dude, I don't understand. I know for a fact when my boys become that age where they can play on every and anything, they not gonna be in the little baby section. We are not going to be over there, y'all. Get out. That's fine if there's no babies, no little kids over there, because when you have a little kid, you know, the little kid can't keep up. My son cannot keep up with your 12-year-old child. Like, he can't. Sorry, he can't. And then for you as a parent not to watch your kid, this one little boy, Uriah, was literally in there playing with one thing. The kid is taking they have like these huge like things, like they're light. You can, like, the kids can pick them up, and he's like building like a castle or whatever. Okay, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna be like, whatever, that's fine. My son's not over there. My son is literally just playing with that one object. So he literally took this object away from my son, not one time, not twice, but 3 different times. So I'm like, and the kid's probably like 7 years old, 8 years old. So I'm like, first time he did it, I'm like, hey, I was nice about it, because I'm like, it's the first time. I said, hey, excuse me. I said, excuse me, sweetheart, he's playing with that. And he was like, oh, okay. So then he like let it go, like, let it go. And Uriah like picking it up, and he's walking with it. Uriah puts it down, and Uriah likes to roll it, because it's like a circle, like a ball. So he wants to roll it. So he's rolling it, and then it falls over, and Uriah's trying to run like to it. And the kid, of course, you're faster than a 1-year-old, 1.5-year-old, whatever. So he picks it up and like takes it completely away from my son. Like, my son was looking at him, and it broke my heart, because he was like, his face was looking like, where are you going with my one toy? So I was like, and he took it. He took the thing, and he put it a part of his little castle. So what's my son supposed to just stand here in his section? Mind you, this area is for the toddlers. It's for the little kids. It's not for the big kids. It's for the little kids. So I'm supposed to do, oh, sorry, Uriah, like, he just took that. No. So I go over there and I take it. I said, hey, he was playing with this. There's so many more you can grab. Like, literally, you guys, I'm telling you guys, I have video and I have like pictures and stuff like of this place. Like, you guys have to, matter of fact, I know I have a picture somewhere. Wesley like built a castle one time for kids, like for these kids. It's so many stuff you can use to build anything. So I'm like, come on, you really seriously want to just take the one toy that, he has? So I told the kid, I said, hey, don't do that. I went over there, I took it. I said, don't do that again. If you do it again, I'm gonna tell your mom. That's what I said, I'm gonna tell your mom. I know exactly who his mother was in there, because I saw them when they came in, because I got there before anybody else got there. So I know who the parents are. So I'm like, I'm gonna tell your mom next time you do that. So the little kid was like, all right, whatever. So me growing up, that was scaring me. If somebody told me, I'm gonna tell your mom. No, I'm so sorry. Please don't tell my mom, because my mom don't play that. My mom will whoop me in front of you and in front of everybody in here. Like, she don't play that. So I'll be scared, but the little boy won't scare. So I already know what type of mother he has. Not trying to judge. But anyways, sorry about that. I got the stand up here on the chair. So I'm like, okay, we move on. Again, third time around. Kid takes it. The kid takes it again. So I'm like, what are you not understanding? What are you not holding? Like, you know, and I'm not gonna like call out no kid, because you a kid at the end of the day, you know? So I'm like, what are you not understanding? Like, what's not, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, okay, and the kid, well, he was the older sibling. He had a younger sibling. So I'm like, head scratch. You know, like, what? So I said, okay. So I look over. I know his mom's not paying no mind. She on her Facebook, on her Candy Crush, doing whatever she doing. So I'm like, and she's older than me. The mom's probably like in her 30s. I'm 24. The mom's probably like her mid 30s. She's older. So I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. I'm sorry to interrupt you. And she already had a little attitude. Like, she you know, you could tell, like, you know, you could feel it. And then I'm like, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but your son over there in the toddler section, he keeps taking stuff away from my son. You know, can you please? I already told him 2 times to stop. He just did it the 3rd time, and I'm telling you. So she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, okay, cool. We're staring at each other. And she said, is there anything else I can help you with? I said, I like that. I looked around like, yes, you can get your son out of there or tell him to stop. So then she was like, oh my God, okay. I don't want to say the kid's name, because I don't need to do all that. I'm just gonna make up a name. I'm making up a name. Timmy, come on, Timmy, come out of there. Come out of there. You're not wanted in there. And I'm like, show ain't. Like, show ain't. Bye, Timmy. Timmy says no. Timmy says, I'm not going nowhere, Mom. I'm staying right here. She looked at me like, yes! Oh my goodness, she looked at me like she don't know what to do with her own child. Are you kidding me? So I'm like, do I need to yoke Timmy up? I'm like, what? So anyways, I'm just like, okay, you know what? So I said, you know what, Uriah? Come on, baby. I take Uriah. I said, let's go. And Uriah honestly rather be on the slides. He'd rather be on the big people, the big kid stuff. So I said, come on, let's go play over there. Mind you, I'm 36 weeks pregnant. I really can't do much anymore. I used to go all up in there with my son, but now I can't because I'm pregnant. I can't climb up there. But Uriah, you know, he was doing little stuff, and then he, you know, insisted that we go up the thing. So I said, all right, Uriah, I can do one with you, okay? I'll do one slide. And these slides here at this park, y'all, is fast. And they're big. They high. Like, these ain't no little, nah. It's an indoor playground like a bounce house type stuff. So you going up there, it's big. So I'm like, oh my God. So having to get me up there and having to get Uriah up there, you know, it's complicated. So I'm like, we go up there, Uriah's sister, we go up there. I said, okay. So then I finally make it up there. We go down the yellow slide. There's hella kids, y'all. There's so many kids up there. There's like 15 kids. So I'm like, oh my God. And they kids, they not watching Uriah. You know what I'm saying? So I have to watch Uriah because I said, okay, Uriah, we in their territory. You see how that is? I'm over here thinking about them. I'm like, we in their territory. So I gotta be careful with you. I have to watch you because we in the big kid spot. You know, the little spot, I shouldn't have to be all protecting you from big kids that shouldn't even be there in the first place. Do I got something in my hair? Oh no, that's just the like. So anyways, so I'm like, okay. So anyways, we make it down the slide. Finally, get down the slide. I started having like little sharp pains down below. So I'm like, okay, baby. I said, mommy can't. I can't. And cause he wants to go back up there, he runs to go, and he's looking at me like, cause he taps the thing when he wants you to push him up, and I'm like. I said, Uriah, and I'm like, there's kids everywhere too. So I'm like, Uriah, I cannot. I said, come on, baby. So I'm in there trying to pull him off. I get Uriah off. And you know, this Uriah ends up like freaking out, like crying. So I'm like, okay, this isn't working out. This ain't working out. We got to go back into our little bubble over there in the corner. So we go back to our little bubble in the corner. Same kid, y'all. Timmy's still there. No, matter of fact, Timmy was not there. Timmy was not there when I got there. He was gone. Like he was, his mom was still sitting there, but I'm like, the kid, he probably was in the playhouse. So I said, oh, okay, cool. So I go back in there. And there's like one of the kids, but the kid's probably like 5. So, and they're just like, they have these little like rocking, little rocking horses. So she's like rocking or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. As soon as I go in there, I'm in there for like 30 seconds. Here comes 15 kids. Okay, so it's like 6 kids, but still, and Timmy was one of them. I said, Timmy. So I'm like, this kid is back here, back here. Now, these kids are all over the place. They're building, like, I don't know what they building, like the Great Wall of China or something. And Uriah's playing. Like, Uriah's like trying to, like, climb on, like, I wish it was like a block, like a big, huge block. He was trying to climb over it. And this one kid, I was behind Uriah and told Uriah, you have to move because you're too little. I said, no, sweetheart, you have to move because you're too big. You shouldn't even be here in the first place. The kids looked at me like, I said, kid goes away or whatever. Here comes Timmy. Timmy is like kicking stuff. Like he's kicking things. So I'm like, what is he kicking? I said, he better not kick my son. Like, if he kick my son, I'm gonna kick him. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Yes, I don't care what I would. Don't kick my son. Like, he is a baby. So I'm like, okay. So then the lady, I keep looking over at the lady, Timmy's mom, and she's looking like looking, but not trying to show me that she saw already. So I'm like, okay, so you obviously see your son acting a fool, but you don't want to, confront your son. So, kid was jumping all over the place. Y'all, it was just ridiculous. Kid was jumping all over the place. Ended up kneeing Uriah, ran up on him and kneed him. Y'all, Uriah just bounced back and was like, okay. So I'm like, oh, no. So I was furious and I was pissed. I'm going to be real. And I went over there and I said, you need to get your son. I was loud. And, I was loud, whatever. So I said, you need to get your son up out of there. I'm not playing because I'm about to pull him out of there. And then she started threatening to call security forces. If you touch my son, I said, your son just touched my son. Your son is 7. My son is 1.5. He's 15 months, 16 months. Well, he's 16 months, but I told her 15 because he just turned 16 on the 11th. So anyways, I'm like, he's 15 months. Let me get my foot off this because I'm rocking this. I said, he's 15 months and your big ass sons over there. You know what I'm saying? So then other moms started coming to me and was like, I totally understand. Like their kids were a little bit younger and they were like, I totally understand, girl. Like this is ridiculous. I would never come at this time again because these big kids are fresh out of school and these mothers that don't want to do nothing with their kids come over here so the kids can burn energy. It's like, why take your kids to a location, to a place just because it's designed for children but not watch them? And then, like, that's fine that you have your kids play wherever they want to play, but be mindful and be respectful of moms that have little ones, because you was in that place too. You was in that position once too. Your kid was 15 months before. Your kid was 1 year old. Your kid was learning how to walk at one time. You know what I'm saying? And you would be upset if you take your kid to a place to have fun and play, and yet there's these big ass kids running all over the place. Running all over the freaking place. No, and then you're like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even take my kid here. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to do? Anyways, a lot more stuff happened, but that's too much for YouTube. Anyway, I did end up leaving. I ended up leaving. Me and Uriah, we had to go. So, but yeah, that's about it. That's just my little rant. Let me know if that bothers y'all too. If that bothers me, you go somewhere and people don't watch their kids. People don't watch their kids. And it's everywhere I go. Every single where I go, when there's children involved, parents don't watch their kids. I don't know. Anyways, that's it for my little rant. Sorry the video's too long. Anyways, peace.